actually named those teenage chicks Dixie chicks because Chris didn't like my idea of differentiating and naming the adult hens the mother cluckers. So a few weeks ago, actually a couple months ago, we incubated some of our eggs to hatch some of our layers so that we can just kind of keep breeding our own little flock of layers. We've got some barred rock roosters and Americana and Rhode Island red hens. So we incubated them, hatched them, and these are the new chicks right here. They're actually like teenage chicks right now, but so after they were in the brooder, we had put them out. We put them in the chicken coop with our grown, mature adult hens and roosters, and they immediately started bullying them, being mean to them, and killed 2 of them. So we separated them right away and had them in our other part of our shed that's very closed in, doesn't have any windows for the night. So the next day I got started. I kind of repurposed this chicken coop. This was our turkey tractor last summer, and I repurposed it to make a mobile coop for the teenage chicks because they need to be outside, but they need to be separated. This is how we raise our meat chickens too, just on grass. So this was originally our very first little tiny greenhouse, probably 5 or 6 years ago, maybe even 7 years ago. That we started all of our plants in and has since been used for so many different things. But all of these plastic panels right here, they're only left in the door. All of them have blown off in the wind just over the years. So we took all of them out and I wrapped chicken wire around the whole thing, and we put a tarp across the top, and I kind of, which you'll see in this video, repurposed it to make a mobile coop. So it's got a strap on the front, and then every day I'll just come out here and I move it just far enough that they're on green grass. But this is my flower field right here. This is where I do all my flowers. So I've got them out here so they can fertilize the ground before I plant. And I probably won't be able to cover the whole thing, but it's okay. I'll just keep moving it around. But in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I repurpose this chicken coop to make it a mobile coop for our hens. They're actually really pretty. You can see obviously there's some barred rock hens in there, but that one right here that's walking closer towards me, right there on the very outside, is a really pretty mix. I think that one was probably an Americana egg that was obviously fertilized with a barred rock rooster, but it's a really pretty, the back half of it is gray and the front by the head is the striped, like a barred rock. And then we have these really pretty black ones over here that I love that have the greenish black tail. Those are really pretty. So that was kind of a fun little experiment. So I was able to zip tie this door right onto the coop and kind of repurpose that. So to make a latch now to keep it shut, I'm gonna just use one of these clips here, like a claw clip, and put a zip tie on the actual door and have the clip go from the chicken wire to the door just to keep it shut. So let's do that. So I can already tell this is probably not going to work, so I think I'm going to cut this and move it down here because this is still just a little, even though it's latched, it's a little too open for predators. I'd be worried that a raccoon could easily slip right in there. So I'm going to cut this and actually move it down here and secure it here because I think that'll be a little bit tighter, and I don't know, we'll have to figure something out. Okay, so I moved the latch to the bottom, but it's still kind of like, I just feel like something could slip through there. So I think what I might do is take some extra chicken wire that I have, and I think I'll just put a piece of chicken wire just right across the bottom of the door opening right here, just like a foot or two high, right across the bottom, so that I can still get in there and reach in there for their water and feed, but something right here, if it tries to open it, it won't be able to get through the chicken wire. So I think that'll be the solution. So I also found just a scrap piece of wood in our wood pile that I just put across the bottom of the coop. You can see there for them to have something to roost on at night. I probably will find something different to go a little bit higher and just like straight across the coop instead of on a slant like that, because when they're all sitting on it, it pretty much touches the ground. But it's what I had for now, and it's what works. So I'll probably try to find some, like a piece of metal or a rod or something that can sit completely across the coop and just like stick through the chicken wire or something, or I don't know, I'll attach it somehow, but I would like to get something a little bit higher up off the ground that they can roost on.